Alright, we got some cleanup work to do. Let's see if I can clean up some coins I missed. And find a secret exit I meant to get earlier. I'll do some new levels, which is to say new for this playthrough in a bit, but foist some cleanup work. So I'm not going to try and link this stream around. I mean, if people want to watch, they can most certainly watch, but just, you know, dumping links on places and folks just feels kind of awkward. So I assume I'll be by myself tonight. Okay. What else can I do up here? Did I do everything there is to do up here? Alright, I'm just gonna rush to the end and find that secret exit. Out of my way. I'm busy. Oh, you dork. See, where's a bell? No. I guess I'll get back that way. Uh-oh. Ah, forget it. Oh, they expect to get you back. I thought you were gonna get stuck up there. Alright, you have to wait for a raft to come up. There you are.
Oh.
Righto. Let's see, we did both of these, right? Yes, we did. In that case, I should go... Probably should go this way to get back to the desert. I think maybe I'll save the coins. Whatever coin, I should do it all at once. I'll go through every level. And then, for whatever levels where I missed a coin, I'll look them up. But I'm gonna see how much I can do on my own. Right, one moment. Oh, the guy found me. Oh, hey Ollie. I wasn't sure if I was gonna link anyone, since I figured it would be late for a while, folks. Oh, one sec though. Let's see. Alright then, you shall keep me company while I try to figure out where the heck this yellow key is. Where could it be? Good evening to you, Bridget. I figured it'd be late for most people. I wasn't sure if linking around anyone would be kind. Like, hey, I know you're trying to go to sleep, but don't you want to watch me in action? But if y'all wish to pay me the kindness of your presence, then I shan't protest. But only rest assured that your presence is optional. Where the heck is a yellow key gonna be? Would it just be in the room? There's some kind of exit through one of these. How do I get up there? So I need to find a bomb bush. See, this is urban uprise, right? Yeah. More bomb bushes. More blocks for bomb bushes. Where else can I go? Gosh. I buried my secret stash of water berries in the dirt up on the wedge to the left. Oh, this? I already found that. Pipe, come on. I already found that. Thought you were gonna tell me a real secret. I mean, I can't expect a pipe to be very helpful. They're just kind of stuck there. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Can I go underwater? Yes, I can, with the water bomb in my mouth. I would think water would get in his mouth while carrying the bomb. Oh. Oh. I'm just gonna get you out of the way. Oh, there's a mine down there. Well, that mine certainly isn't mine. Ah, dang it. Oh, still reached it. Nice. Thought I cheated myself out of the tenor. I should maybe hang on to this one. Oh, I see something. Ha. Oh, that was clumsy. Dang it. Oh, too high. Ah, that just gives me a call anyway. I haven't seen any coins yet. Hopefully I'm not missing any. Oops, didn't mean to waste that. I'm gonna use this to get one of those jet dudes out of my way. Hopefully that's all it's needed for. Where the heck's the coin? I haven't seen any yet. There's gotta be something I missed. I don't trust this. We're going too long without seeing a coin. I'm getting paranoid. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. Is there something I can break? I can use to break that open? Let's see if I missed a bomb. Aha! Okay, let's try not to lose this. Ah, dang it! Well, I don't want to get... Yeah, I'll go ahead and go back so I can keep that bomb. where's this guy go in terms of his cycle? Okay. Ah, missed the first one. I knew it. Like, that was a little too long without seeing a coin. I had a feeling I missed something. Can't believe it. Oh well, I only have 2 eyes. And each eye is looking at Yooka and Laylee. Aha! Didn't miss that one. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Dang it. Hey. I should just make a little leave. It's like, yeah, I can fall to my death. I'm also trying to get Laylee back. It's worth it! Okay, saw a coin down there. Oh, I'll use this. Whoops. Okay, where was it? Dang it! Just gonna run. Get back here! Come on! There we go! No! It's okay, got Bell right. Got Bell right here. No worries. Oh well, that was just close. Is that something up there, or is that somewhere I'll be going to in a bit? Alright, I'll have to keep that level on the back of my head. I missed the first one. Basically what I'll do is I'll go through every level without looking anything up. And then before I devote myself to the impossible lair itself, I'll just comb through the last whatever few levels that I missed a coin. There's no, for the record, there's no reason to get 100%. I don't even remember what you get for getting all the coins. You really only need enough to get through Trousers walls. But I want to. Because I'm a fool. Dang it. I see you, Tonic. I'm getting you. Man, where the heck is one of the recolors? That's the one I'm waiting to get. Okay, there's more to burn, I see. Yes, more to burn. Ah, a beautiful fire. I love fires. I'm going to build fires everywhere. Ah, barely made it. Alright, it seems generous to how close you have to get the berries. I'll indeed take that. Is that the way to get up there? I'll see how far I can push this. Maybe not. Oh, there's this one now. Curses. There we go. VHS. Okay, maybe I'll use that one. First tonic in the game that I might actually want to use. Where's the VHS? Huh. I wonder what that one is. Where is the VHS? There it is. What better way to appreciate a beautiful, detailed HD game than by watching it back on an old VHS tape? Actually, I could just take that with me when revisiting levels. This secret thing. Bet I can get up there to that tonic. Yep. Alright, what's this one? So I'll read all these that I've gotten so far. See, that was the catchy one. That was the first one I got. Adds more checkmates. Prolong the enjoyment by slowing down time for the entire chapter. Who doesn't enjoy a leisurely stroll through a troubled stingdom? When in the air, press and hold triangle to perform a triple twirl and gracefully glide to the ground. Yooka says it's flying. Laylee calls it falling with style. See, broken controller. Up is down, left is right. X is square and R1 is L1. What has happened to your controller? The enemies leave a smattering of flowers behind when they die, just to lighten the mood. I do need to get that one too, just to see what that looks like. Very few colors, just as you remember it on the Rextro Entertainment System back in the day. Alright. I'm gonna select the VHS one. Oh, this is so cute. Kind of distracting, but in a funny way. Well, I can always stream from my PS4 and my VCR. Do I really want to play the whole level like this? Okay, I'll play one level with this VHS filter. The game really makes you greedy for coils in dangerous places. I can't shoot the ball when underwater. Okay, makes sense. I guess that's how gravity would work. I don't want to deal with that octopus dude. Squid thingy. Dang it! Die! There you go. No! Missed one. Oh. Okay, I think I got that rope over. I was panicking for a sec. I was like, wait, is the rope not going to come back down? How do I get back up there? It's fine. Game, Severin, why would the game not account for that? That's silly. Oh no, I panicked. What do you want from me? And because this VHS filter is distracting me. It's cool, but I'm not playing a level like this again. Maybe I should try the others though. Just see what they're like. That really looks like something I could jump into. Ah, well. Sorry, Laylee. I experimented with you to find out. And now I don't have anyone to help me take down this crab. There we go. Okay, that was a bad idea. This level looks really pretty if it weren't for the VHS filter I'm putting over it. No, I can still tell it's pretty. What a lovely night sky. I'm ignoring that. I'm ignoring that, dude. It's not worth the risk. There's also ones to make the game black and white, to make the game all pixely or something. Oh, I see something. Haha! Glad I held on to this. Like the windows are lit up. I wonder what people are up to around here. I'm guessing, is it just bees that live here? Ha! Can't believe I can't attack while holding on the rope. Can't Laylee bite someone? Laylee, can't you just... I mean, I don't need Laylee on me when I'm... Whoops. I don't need Laylee on me when I'm just climbing a rope, so can't you just go and bite enemies or something? Or whatever it is bats do for self-defense? I mean, Laylee, you're very cute, but you gotta start pulling your weight around here. Not that you weigh much. Uh-oh. I don't know. Dang it. Oh, Laylee, I can't stay mad at you. You sound like a little panicky kitty. I don't know if there's any way to get that quill unless it was bouncing on the crab. Oh, okay. Just don't break that crate, yeah. Oh! Oh. Ah, this will get the... Not to ride too long. But there could be something over there. But I don't have time to think about that thing, that sort of thing when a rope's going up. I keep wanting to grab all these clothes and I don't even buy most tonics. Clothes are just, they feel good to get. It encourages greed. I want all of this game's money even when I'm not buying much of anything. Which is the worst kind of greed. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Oh, that was close. And even on VHS, this night sky in this level is just so pretty. I really love this game's lighting in general. You get lost in the sky like that. This looks familiar. Vaguely familiar. Almost unreal yet. It's... Wait, I missed the fourth coin? Darn it. Oh well. Almost unreal yet. It's too soon to feel yet. Part heaven, part space. Or have I found my place? I'm going to go back there someday. One coin per level that I keep missing. It's embarrassing. Come on, I just want to show off to my audience, hey, check me out, I could get a clean run of a level. And my audience is like, gonna be like, oh yeah, Severin has got the goods, Severin has got the stuff. He's got rhythm. He's got pizzazz. I am gonna keep watching this dude. I'm not into those has-been so-called players. I only watch people that can make a clean run of a level in the impossible lair. That's presumably how an audience thinks. I don't know. Okay, is that all there is to do in here? Okay, got all that.
Hey, mister. Can you see my crate anywhere? I sneezed while playing a game of traditional balanced crate on head. It flew up but never came down. Where the heck is it?
Hey man, I'm sorry you lost your crate, but you need to learn to stop having such crate expectations. Whoops, I didn't mean to go back up here. Good night, Dolly. Thank you for appearing before me. Okay, that's the fire one. What can I use with the fire one at around here? This one. Okay, foist, I'll push this here. I see. Okay. Oh, I can't push this anywhere else. It must remain here. Okay, where do I take this bomb? Okay, that's the water one. Okay, then I'll use it to water this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wait, what are you, performing a jazz number? Yeah.
Wee! Now we can play Balance Crate on Switch. Whoa!
Yeah, I'd like to put a crate on other people's switches. Should have bought a Wii U.
That's what I'm saying.
Should put a crate on the Switch. Oh yeah, I am definitely turning that off. Turn off the VHS thing. Anything else I can use? Nah. The one that keeps Laylee around longer if you get hit. It's a little bit helpful, but I'd rather not lose any quills. You know what? Sure. Let's give Yooka a huge head. Good lord. His poor body having to hold all that. I wonder if this makes just make his hitbox any bigger. Oh, right. Green is instant death. Green goo stuff. Ah, I can't get back down there. Oh well. Oh dear. That was unwise. That gives me a chance to grab this. Oh! That I wasn't fully realizing the conveyor belt was pushing me off! Ah, I keep missing those! I'm having a terrible start here. Disgraceful. Me mother would be ashamed. Gonna make sure there ain't nothing over here. What, am I cutting quills upon death? My greed doesn't end even as I pass on to the afterlife? Even the bombs get really big. What do you... Wow. This is startling. I haven't seen a coin yet. I am suspicious once again. Oh! Whoops! Probably not worth it. I just always have to make sure those feather dudes aren't given a coin. So I haven't seen any coins yet. That can only mean one thing, and that is I missed something. Man, I'm trying to be careful here, looking around. Can't believe it. Disgraceful. The third one? I missed two? Good something or other. Sweet strawberry shortcake. I missed two in a row. Well, we're getting later in the game. It's only natural that the game would be starting to get sneakier with the coin placement. Fair enough. Oh no. This spot right here looks familiar, dreadfully familiar. I remember bits and pieces of this game from when I first played it years ago, but there are bits and pieces of levels that I recall well in terms of it taking me a handful of tries to get right. Whew. Can't believe I missed 2 coins in a row. I'm so ashamed. I'm a disgrace to my uniform. I should surrender my badge. What would Mother think? Well, Simba, but the king is dead, and if you hadn't missed those 2 coins at the beginning of Conveyor Chaos, he'd still be alive. What would your mother think?
What do I do?
Run, Simba. Run away and never return until you find those 2 coins. Oh! Okay, what was the last checkpoint? Where was it? Alright, we're good. Though getting this one down here is indeed a little scary. Careful. The giant head's even on the clear screen. Oh, that's terrifying. That's another one I'm never gonna select again. Note to self. Passionately so. But I'm glad I'm trying these at least once. Alright, time to move this crate here. Ooh, I remember this song. I remember this tune. It's wicked. Okay, definitely removing that one. Curse you. Oh, I remember this song. I love this. I love this game. It's just music. Just okay, I need to get my thoughts together. I can't just say music, these visuals, the lighting. It's like, nah man, Severin. Articulate. What about this is making your soul feel so tickled with delight? Oh no, it's kind of giving me a strange combination of it's both happy yet melancholic. Hold on. Sorry, Laylee, I'm distracted. Oh, it's happy, but it's not. It's kind of peaceful and kind of sad, which is strange because I just said it's happy. Just melancholic, content, like these 2 buddies just off exploring this world together. These 2 buddies exploring this world, taking in the sights, looking up at the sky, these backgrounds, taking in the music, taking in the atmosphere, hand in hand, downright romantic. Also, there's got to be a reason I was given this bomb. Oh! I almost forgot that cage back there. I am I can't believe I'm distracted by how much I love this music that I forgot to get the coin. Saffron, that is a new level of pitifulness. I love this song. It's so good. It's lovely. It just it's such ambience. It just tickles my soul. Makes my heart go pitter-pat. Uh-oh, got another bomb. Means we got something to watch out for. Whoa. Wasn't expecting that explosion. Ah, this is just music where you just let your mind kind of wander off. I'm sorry, I'm not really going anywhere with this. God, I'm embarrassed, believe me. Ooh, I should get this checkpoint though. It's just, I hadn't played this game about... Whoops! I hadn't played this game in about 2 years, so I was really surprised that I was just entering this level and I realized, oh, I remember this track. It's sort of like a weird nostalgia, even though it's only been 2 years. Whoops. I accidentally pressed the wrong way on the analog stick. I'm glad I used this checkpoint when I did, or I had to go back much further to get back here. Oops. This is what came to mind when Laggy was going on about how unmemorable the Crash 4 soundtrack is. He was saying, man, they just don't do music like the old days anymore. It's like, what? Alright, man, my dude, my fellow, my amigo. Quite simple, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just playing the wrong... Oops. My dude, you're just playing the wrong games. But whoever's here, including Britt, it says there's 2 people. I don't know if it's... because Ollie obviously went to bed, so is there another person here? I don't know. But whoever's listening, thank you for just listening to my gushing, which isn't going anywhere compelling. I am not a reviewer. I wish I could be. I love listening to reviews, even if I'm disagreeing or agreeing with the review. I just like listening to people talk about things they like. I mean, I've listened to positive reviews of games I hate, just because I like listening to certain people. Okay. Just any level in this game that's taking place at night, man, I'm just in a happy place. This game just builds such a lovely atmosphere with whatever little it does. Also, I missed those quills. I gotta keep trying this. I assume all I'm getting is just a couple of tenors, just the quills that give you 10 points, but I'm going for all of them anyway, just to see if I get a coin or something. There's always a chance that he's got a coin to give me. Aha! Oh! I died. Okay, at least I know that's definitely worth doing to get the coin. You're gonna be hearing the for a little bit. My apologies. Yeah, Severin, you're going to how about how much you love this track, but you keep interrupting it by dying. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. There we go. Trying to think of what I should do with this bomb. I could bomb this guy, but I'm gonna really try and save this. I'm gonna save this bomb for a rainy day. Oh, I see you. Can't pull the wool over my eye, except in every other level where I miss a coin. Other than that, you can't pull the wool over my eye. Because my eyes are like a hawk on the prowl for coinage. Because I am very scared of the titular impossible lair in this game. I've beaten it years ago, but I'm scared of doing it live in front of people watching. It is very difficult. Exceedingly difficult. It might be one of the most difficult. The final level of this game is probably going to be one of the most difficult things I'll ever stream. But I started this game. I've gotten this far. So I'm just going to thank everyone, both presently and in advance, for watching me. Because as I said, every level that you do in this game is a hit point that you can use for the final level. So there's 40 levels total. Oh, hold on. 40 levels total, and 8 bees that you can find in the overworld. Okay. Making for a total of 48 bees to take with you to the impossible lair. And you're probably thinking 48 bees, 48 hit points, that's a lot. That's a lot of wiggle room. It's like, no. No, it isn't. It's hard. It's really hard. Oh no. There we go. Ooh, wait a minute. I've got an idea. I'm gonna do this instead. But yeah, regarding that, Brit, that was what I was referring to earlier, that I'm really nervous about streaming the final level. It will indeed be one of the hardest, most difficult things I'll have ever streamed on here. At least for me. For whatever my skill level is. Okay, just close. Just making sure it wasn't a coin that the guy gives. Alright, in that case. It won't be for a while, though. We're only approaching the halfway point. So it'll be a little while before we're truly ready. I'm only bringing it up now because, again, as we approach the halfway point, I am realizing, oh boy, I'm in for a doozy. That's what I mean with this music being both happy and melancholic. It's like the game itself is saying, hey man, you've gotten pretty far. You're at the halfway point. It's gonna get tough. You can do it. I know that's not very philosophical. How do I get over to that fourth coin? How do I do it? Aha! Like that. Okay. Yum! Whew. I wasn't sure if there would be another belt down there. I just kind of took a leap of faith. Oh dear. Oh, I'm gonna have to get that fourth coin again. That was a hard jump. Oh well. Severin, you're not perchance dying on purpose so this music can keep going, are you? No, no, of course not. I'm not that desperate. Am I? I don't know, just man, even those windows on this blimp, the lights are on through those windows. There's business going on over there. I want to know what that business is. Where are people up to? What do people do here? That's what the music does, man. It just makes you want to know more about this world. The world in the game and just the world we live in. Uh-oh. Sorry, Laylee. Distracted. Severin, for God's sake, it's just a track. It's just a video game music. Calm the heck down. I want to make love to this music, dang it! Don't judge me! Nah, I don't want to make love to this music. I would like to go on a date with this music. How about that? There we go, that's better. I like to tell a gal, hey, I fancy you. You and I should go paint the town red. Accompanied by this music, and she'll say, "Aye, Severin." Take it easy, it's just a drawing.
Well, that takes care of that, eh, Patrick?
Done and done. Wait, no, 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 no! This is good date night music. That's what I'm saying. It's good date night music. Haha, there's my description. So, Sarah, what do you want to do tonight? You've won my heart. And most of the rest of me. What do you want to do? Well, darling, I was thinking you and I could curl up on the couch. Read some Donald Duck comics and some, whatever she wants to read. Oh, crud. I can't make that jump without Laylee. But anyway. Oh, wait. Is there a bell? Maybe I can find a bell around here to get her back. Yes, there is! Oh, okay, I was worried I have to go kill myself to do that over again. But yeah. Me and my gal. My date. Crud. Laylee, I'm trying to do a thing here. Ah, dang it. I really am distracted. I'm just really mentally losing myself here. But I'm having fun. This was taking longer than I really should. Wait, what? I could have just done that! I was doing it the hard way all this time. Well, that explains a lot, because that's a hard jump. I thought that's the way you're supposed to do it. Wow. I feel hot now. I was like, I did it the hard way. That was not the intended way to do it before. I only now did it the way the devs intended. Wow. I'm a pretty slick item. Ah, crud. Ah, bell's right there. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I'll be fine. The bell is right there. Another thing that just makes this game feel really comfy for me is, I've expressed to Ollie, perhaps others before, is that I really like a game where I don't feel alone. And be it any, you know, any game, 2D or 3D platformer. I like a game, excuse my stuttering. I like a game where I don't feel alone, that I have someone with me. That someone doesn't even need to do anything, per se, in terms of anything helpful. But, I don't know, I've got a bat on my head, she's just there with me, giving me a glide and a better jump. That's kind of all I need to not feel alone. Oh crud, I missed that. Curses! Nope. Not feasible. Yeah, man, it's just me and my bat buddy. All teasing aside about her running away when she gets scared. That just makes it even cuter. Aw, she's scared. And she needs me to comfort her whenever we take a hit. She's panicking. It's like Yooka's probably giving her a hug, like, hey man, it's okay, calm down. It's just so cute. She has panic attacks and her friend Yooka's just her friend Yooka grabbing her is the only way to calm her down. It's so sweet. I don't know if I'm supposed to think of it that way, but that's how I think of it. Again, that's what this music makes me do. It makes me soft. And for the record, no, I don't ship them, but people are welcome to. I've seen Yooka x Laylee fan art, and I don't mind it. I think it's weird, but not unpleasantly so. Okay, we're missing one coin. Yeah, that's why I don't mind. I've seen people get annoyed that when Laylee starts flying away when you take a hit. Like, oh, I think it's adorable. Wait, how am I supposed to get back up there? There we go. Finally, a clean run, too. Been a while since I've had that. Debbie. I'm sad to have to say goodbye to that level. I wouldn't have minded being forced to revisit that one for a coin I missed, but nope, I actually got all of them. Hey! Alright, that's pretty much the halfway point since there's 48 Bs total. And we're at 25. So since this excuse me, since this is part 3 of the stream, that means maybe like 7 parts to this, hypothetically. Also, I hate when I stutter. I hate when I do that. I don't know where I got that. I don't know anyone in my family that stutters. Where did I get that? I'm certainly not copying Porky Pig, I assure you. It's most certainly not intentional. I don't want to do this on purpose. I don't want to stutter. I guess I'm perpetually nervous when I'm talking out loud to folks. Just constantly worried, am I gonna say something wrong? Am I gonna mispronounce something? No, anyway.
Unlock a few more paywalls and I'll treat you to dinner. And perhaps I'll throw in a 4th tonic stocked fresh off the Twit factory lines. Sounds too good to be true, Trouser. What's the catch? Nothing. I brewed it myself, so it's guaranteed to be a surefire hit.
How many Twit coins are there total? Let's see. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to do math. Okay, 40 levels, 5 coins in each level. 200? Oh, small friends. Nimbo viewing's blocked up. Look what's happened. Whole lake is frozen over. Tiny friends could find something to warm Nimbo. Nimbo blocked up, uncomfortable. Aha! I remembered something about a flag shadow. A felt tip online. What does that mean? Outline. So what does that mean? The felt tip outline. Oh, let's also read the bees. Honey Sue is well-traveled and multi-talented, though coding the hive dance routines with towel buzz has left him exhausted. Walrus insect. Saves the day over and over and over and over and over, and in new slots, too. Hive Russell snuck into the hive to catch a glimpse of his bee rows at work. Okay, Hive Russell, let me tell you about this fellow. He's actually named after a podcaster that he does a show that's just devoted to talking about Donkey Kong and any games made by the devs that created the Donkey Kong Country games, called the DK Vine, or also known as the Conversation. And they put his name is Hyle Russell, and they put him in the game as Hive Russell. Thanks. Wait, one more on the left. More hired help brought in to study the band and jazz things up. I know there's at least one other bee that's named after someone, but I don't recall which one. I just remember Hive Russell. But yeah, speaking of the bees, I had no idea until you told me that that's pretty much from Ape Escape, that every bee is named. And then I looked into that, I was like, wow, it is the same thing! That's cute, that's a cute influence.
Have you played the other Ape Escape games besides the first one, by the way? Great. Let's try that again. Oh, okay. I was curious if you just hadn't played them or if you preferred the first one. Oh, of course. What about the third one?
Great job! We now have the power to alter the overworld. I'm not gonna say this too loudly because Grandpa's asleep. Watch this. PG power!
Ah, that sucks. I wonder if the first one is relatively easy to find, though. I get excited every time that Pagey Power thing comes, like, the music is so good. Another cage where I need a specific key. I haven't found any keys. I stink. Huh. I wonder why 2 and 3 are rare then. Apes had to have more sprouting in the sequel, so I guess that makes it more appealing. Snow problem.
Okay, what's this tonic? Yooka no longer skids around on ice. His toes are still pretty cold though. Can chameleons get frostbite? Slide on ice is fine. I hope to find at least most of the tonics on my own. I don't want to have to look up any that I'm missing. I don't mind, it's just, you know, it feels good to just figure it out on your own. But I'll wait till the end of the game to look up anything I missed. But until the end, I'm going to see how much I can accomplish on my own. There's another tonic one. How many tonics have I gotten? Is it going to give me a total number? Still sad I haven't found any of the recovers yet. I know there's one that makes Yooka pink and I really want to find it. I just can't remember where it is. I guess I could look that one up specifically since that's the one I actually want. In fact, I think I will. What the hey? Do 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 la do dee da dee da da do dee da do dee. It is a pure Grant Kirkhopian touch that the theme, excuse me, the overworld theme is always the same, but the instrumentation changes depending on where you are in the overworld. Example, right here, sounds like this. Then when you go to the desert, it's a cute touch. Grant Kirkhope always does that. I don't know if he was the first video game composer to do that, but I'm pretty sure he at least popularized that. I still need to figure out where the bombs are so I can break those blocks. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna look up that specific tonic. Just that one. The rest I want to find on my own, but the best tonic, the pink one, I am gonna look it up. Maybe I just haven't come across it to wherever it's gonna be in the overworld, but I'm gonna look it up. Solo, try 12. Don't tell me it's not until the very end. Okay. It's that way. Okay. That's all I has to know. Hopefully if that is the one that I indeed need. Not gonna knock that down? Okay. Just making sure that wasn't the Y. Aha! That one looks suspicious! Like, I remember there was one I can grab and turn into a box to push. Do I push it here? I don't know if that's what I'm looking for, but let's see. Have all the colors all the time? I don't know what that means, but I'll always buy it. Felt tip outline. Everything gets a nice thick outline. Isn't it great when the black pin doesn't go missing? Okay. Now for the one I'm trying to find. This guy's voice. Oh, another organic creature is not again. Can't dodge before I trap you like that. Best back there with no way the key. That voice is fantastic.
Let's carry on. I'm pretty sure we can outrun the pipe.
Okay, is there anything else I can do around here? Man, I don't know where any of these keys are. How about this way? Oh ho! You feed my vermin, you vermin! Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's going fast. How do I get up there in the first place? Good gracious Ignatius. That does not look feasible for either a chameleon or bat. They've clearly— oh! That's because we're underwater. I didn't recognize those. Dad? Nuh-uh, I don't trust you on my bed. Down, down boy. Down. Hey, Dad. Oh, he'll be fine. I would walk him, but it's too cold. Okay, maybe I should hurry along more. Dang it! Yes, Father, I'm streaming in front of wait, no, 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 no! Don't stay on the court! Okay, anyway. Okay, I didn't recognize that I was underwater. I thought I was supposed to go there by air. Okay, let's go! Okay. There we go. Great job! We now have the power to alter the overworld. Watch this. PJ Power! Okay, that's what I would want to do now. Okay. Well, for now... What's down here? Carefully. There we go. Ooh, I see you. Alright. Now what about the one I'm looking for? Alright, I'll buy the hint.
Yep, that's enough. Okay. Find a giant sleeping underground. Poke the giant in the eye to wake it up. But which eye? You'll have to search for the right one. Okay, how much can I break with this bomb? There we go.
Hold the card again last time. Officially broke up. In case I didn't tell you. Hey, that's right, I'm here now. Sorry, I'm off.
Now, as for the one. Oh, I see. I see. Magnificent. Ah. I didn't realize chameleons were this strong. That crate looks heavy. Okay, I think this could be it. Wait, that was the one? I just kind of read what area it was in. I didn't expect to come across it that way. So why settle for one skin when you can have 6? Press circle to swap between all sorts of fruity colors. That's the one. Hell yes. Okay, I did misremember that. I thought you would have to unlock those recolors separately, but now they're just all in one tonic. You could just switch between them in one tonic. Nice. Very lovely. And I recall quite lovingly which one I'm gonna do next time in a level. Sure, I know there's no more box around here somewhere. From here, walk south until you can't. Walk east until you can't. Walk north until you can't. Walk west until you can't. Buddy slam. I don't know geography. I just absorbed those instructions that are wise way. I have no idea what that means. I'm just gonna buddy slam everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, I just did that. Isn't that easier? How about maybe I should call Dad in here. Surely he would know geography better than I really recall. Oh! Okay, never mind. I just started randomly body slamming instead of following the instructions. Because I don't know where south or east are in relation to these characters. That's absurd. Alright, what time we got? Oh, wow, it's not even midnight yet. Okay. Oh, I remember now. There's a room behind the waterfall. You thought I forgot, didn't you, game? But I didn't. There is a room behind this waterfall. Question is, how do I get to it? So I have to get right behind the waterfall. Okay, how do I do this? Did I figure it out? Okay. Oops, no, don't take me back out. Get me back in there. Okay. Okay, how do I stop in the middle? Wait, do you have to make that noise every time you pull me? How do I get down the middle? Okay, I can't even attack one on ice. Is there a way to get through this? There's gotta be a way to move around in here. I can only go the way Laylee pulls me. Well, for now, I'll unfreeze the pond. There we go. What a relief. Nimbo feels much better. Small friends could freeze Nimbo again if need ice like again. Alright, now let's try going here without it being frozen. Nice. I roll fast enough.
I could try it out though, see what it's like. I should probably do that when revisiting a level though. Anything else in here? Alright. Yeah! Hot stuff. Can I only get that tonic when this room is frozen? I recall there's some circumstance like that. It's possible. Well, first I'll do the unfrozen version of this level that's on this lake. Which one? I'll do this one. We need to collect the 5 colored gems. There it is. Made Yooka pink and Laylee's green. Though, since Brit is watching and Laggy will be playing this eventually, let's see if there's a blue one. That turns Yooka blue and Laylee orange. Or you can make Laylee blue and Yooka red. But as for me, there we go. Huzzah. Come on, get back here! Ah, dang it. A little harder to get you back when underwater. Oh well. Look, it's one of the gems. Let's take it back to the statue. There's a dingbat. I shall use that. Don't mind if I do. this way. Oh, switching position. I see. Okay. What do I want with this water bomb here? Just what is the purpose of this water bomb? Do pray tell. Alright, do tell, Britt, would you rather Laylee be blue or Yooka be blue? Curse you. Let's see, that's the only blue one, right? Yeah, that's his pink one. Red, yellow, his default self, and blue, purple, pink, yeah. Alright? Then for you, I'll play his blue self now. Another bomb? Oh! Whoops. This is a good time to mention. I see the vast majority of people that play this game not realize this. Checkpoints, the checkmates as they're calling this game, checkmates, they save everything you've collected and done every time you walk by one. It's not just you walk by a checkpoint and that's it. Like no, you could just if you can collect something and just run by the checkmate again, and it'll save you again. People think the checkmate system is really strict because there's so few, like only about 2-3-ish checkmates. Like no, they save everything you do. If you collect something, just run by the checkmate again. I mean, in fairness, the game doesn't tell you that. I just kind of figured that out on my own, so I understand. They flew over other people's heads. I'm just gonna spread the info for whoever's watching.
Basically, people are making the game harder for themselves than it needs to be. Oh crap, the mine! Avoid the mine! Get away from me! Making sure there's nothing up here. Okie dokie. But yeah, take for example the checkmate in this level, because you know there's only one or two-ish, I think. Mainly just one in the center of the level where you're taking the gems to unlock this cage where the bee is. And people think, oh, there's only one checkmate here. I only have one chance to save progress. Like, no, my friends, whoever is playing this, you just walk by the checkmate, they'll save everything you do. Rest assured. Believe me, I recall at first when I was playing, I indeed thought it was that unforgiving, but quite the opposite. It's actually the very opposite. It's quite a forgiving checkpoint system. It's him. But anyway, I'll have to remember to tell Aggie this when he's playing. Oh, that was brutal. Thought I would get down in time. Thought the platform would fall in time. Carefully. I've only got 2 coins so far. Oh, aha! 3 coins. That's 3 coins. I love it.
Is that the last one? Yes, it is. But I'm missing the very first coin. How do I do it? How do I do it? No. Somewhere in the center. Oops. Oh, I see. Okay, shoot into that one. Oh. Yeah, that's just familiar. Darn it. How do I get up there then? I bet that's... Oh, maybe this? Yeah, that seems to be one way to get up there. A bit far of a jump though, there's gotta be another way. Oh. I didn't really notice till now. If you fall after losing Laylee, she does fly down towards you. Gives you a better chance to get her back. How do I get up to that door? There's gotta be a way, but how? Oops. Crud. Well, I'm glad it kills me rather than pushing me all the way back down for a long climb. That's definitely not the way. No, there's... Oh, darn it. Where is it? Where is that first coin? I'm not breaking this cage till I find it. I'm sorry, B. You'll have to remain in captivity. I understand your life is at stake, but so is my wealth and dignity. Oh, hello, Ninnigrafta. But yeah, there's at least 2 levels like this, where instead of just being a linear thing, just go to the end, this is actually about breaking open a cage by traveling around in a non-linear stage to find 5 keys. It's lovely. I'm just missing the first coin in this level, and I'm trying to figure out where the heck it is. Alright, I'll be pink for a bit. Because I'm a pink simp. Pink fink. Was I around here earlier? Yeah, I was here earlier. The only thing I can think of it, excuse me, the only thing I can think of is to get to that doorway up there. How do I reach it? I hope I don't accidentally break open that cage. I don't want to break open the cage until I have the last coin. I don't want to have to look it up. Game, don't make me look up where the first coin is. Don't make me embarrass myself. And let me get up here. Know where I can adjust that boom, that balloon boom, huh? I am a lost duck. Alright, I'm gonna backtrack just once, just to make absolutely sure. Alright. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Darn. I thought I found the area that had the coin. No, I just had quills. Oh well, that's acceptable. I got excited. It's like, oh, did I find it? No, just quills. Let's see, the cage stays open, right? Okay, yeah, we're good. And I just have to find that one coin. I'm really looking here. Oh, I see a crate. Aha! There you are! I saw that crate. And as we all know, crates can be broken. That was very sneaky. Delightfully sneaky. Alright, now we can move on. Another clean run by yours truly. 7 out of 48. We've a long way to go still to every B. How many more levels do I have in me? Within me system? I'll consider stopping after one more. Oh, rainbow! Lovely! Alright, I'll play blue Yooka for a bit. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, where's the doll side? There we go. Oh, right, right when there was a dingbat right there. Oh, the sheer cruelty on display. Like, oh, it saved that coin. Never mind. I don't need to get it again. Lovely rainbows. Lovely indeed. Anyway, let's go not die. Oh, I'll be fine. I hope. Don't get hit by this squid thingy at the last second. There we go. There we go. Wait, how am I supposed to get over there? Was there an enemy that I accidentally killed before I could bounce on him? I bet. Oh, okay, that gives me a chance to go check on that. Dying has its benefits. Or not? When am I supposed to get up there? Oh well. It's just quills. I can live without them. Somewhat. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing down here. Aha! Wow, wow, yeah! Okay, what do I use this bomb on? It's gotta be something. Come on. Gotta use this bomb on something, but what? Can't just give me a bomb for nothing. I'm gonna be suspicious. When the game gives me a bomb, there's usually a reason for it. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to get to the tippity top. Oops. I forget. Hopefully it'll be fun. Aha! I use it here. Magnificent. There we go. Aha. Slick timing. Oh, let me make sure there's something up there. Oh. Ah, it's fine. There's a dingbat right here. So I'm free to experiment. I knew it! I just knew it. that. As mentioned before, I don't generally mind, at least in of itself, when an underwater section has an air meter to deal with. As, say, Tropical Freeze or Rayman 2, they're both cases where they're pretty generous with air bubbles to get. But I also appreciate a game like this or most other Rayman games besides the second one where they just say, he could just breathe underwater. Like, how can he breathe underwater? I don't know, it's more fun that way. Why stress the player out with air bubbles? I dig it. Sacrificing logic for the sake of a good time. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing down here. Okay. Seemed unlikely. But, well, I figure it's okay to take the risk since the checkmate's right here. How about over here? Nope, okay. Now we shall move on. If I sing this song, you know, my album where I sing every song on the soundtrack, it's on sale now for $5.99. Pre-order your copy now. If you want to hear me sing every song in Yooka and Laylee and the Impossible Lair. It's a good deal. If you want, you know, ear damage. But hey, it's very affordable ear damage. To wait till that's high enough so I don't waste the fall. Oh, okay, I see. I should be conservative with those platforms. When I sing this song for you, what a bad do. Wait, no. I jumped too soon. Okay. No, I want those. I want that quill. Say you said a do-da-do-da. Okay. Yooka and Laylee. I'm singing way out of tune. Okay. There we go. Oh, curses.
cut down in the prime of my life. Wonder if I can roll into that, then roll back. No. Worth a shot. Wait till that's going up as I roll into it. I can pull it off. What have we got over here? Yeah, I thought so. You are of no threat. It's giving me a little water bomb up there. Should I grab it? Is it worth it? It's a bit of a risk, so it must be worth it. Logically. Dang it. Okay, wait for it. Oh shoot! Ah! That was close. The checkmate's a little while back. That's a lot I had to do over again. So I'm gonna be really careful. I can understand people can criticize certain games for not having enough checkpoints. In this game's specific case, you can have a taunt that gives you more of those. But I think in a game like this, it actually encourages me to play well. If checkpoints are too generous, then I can understand people thinking, well, that just makes you want to screw around too much. No, it does. That is one of those games where you place your own checkpoints. The thing is, the game itself doesn't tell you that. You would only know that you place your own checkpoints if you looked in the manual. And who the heck reads the manual? Wait, you didn't know that? Okay, good. I'm glad I told you. Yes, KO the Kangaroo 1. I don't know what button it is, but you basically press a button to put a checkpoint wherever you want. Frack. But yeah, just so you know. I didn't realize you played KO1. I'm fine with that checkmates will eventually tell you if you die enough times. That, oh, do you want to skip this part? We could just skip you to the next checkmate if you want to just skip this, if this part's giving you trouble. And I don't mind, it's not intrusive or obnoxious. But I do question why that option is there if to put it mildly, the impossible layer itself, once you get there, it has no options like that. So I'm thinking, okay, if you're not gonna have it in the game's main final level, that the game is practically built around preparing you for the impossible layer itself. Okay, if there's nothing like that for the impossible layer, then why have it in the game at all? Well, it's harmless. Oh, okay, I'm glad I've said something. My goodness, I wasn't sure how many people didn't know that nowadays. But again, yeah, that's what happens when you have information only in the manual. And in the manual of only the Dreamcast version, I think. But I could be wrong in that aspect. Dang it! Okay, I know I can get that crate. There we go. Oh, me too. KO2 is definitely the best one. I mean, KO isn't a great series, but it's above all else very charming. Very cute. I don't really need it to be a particularly spectacular game. But I am looking forward to the new one. From what I've seen, KO1 is basically like Baby's first Crash. I'm not sure what year it came out though. I wonder if it came out around the same time there was only Crash 1, then I don't blame people for wanting an easier version of Crash 1. Was there a... Oh well, how am I going back? I think I passed a checkmate while... Yep, we're good. I wonder why it gave me that water bomb then. I don't see anything to throw it at. Yeah, Croc's another cute one of those games that's not necessarily great, but it's a very likable game. I think Croc 2 is a little bit better. It has its own kinks, and I don't mean kinks as in kinky, I mean kinks as in it's got issues. But they're both very likable games, and Croc, above all else, has the two Croc games. They both have fantastic soundtracks. By far the best thing about either game. Just magnificent music. I mean, I don't know what Croc's kinks are. That's not my business. Aw, come on. Ha, that's a relief. Whew, this level feels a bit longer than the others. I don't mind though. There's a lot of good stuff in this one. That whole section with the platforms, excellent stuff, excellent design.
crud. Oh, right there. I tend to pass a checkmate without thinking about it. Then I think about when I die. Realize, wait, when did I hit a checkmate? It's like, oh, okay, it's right there. So I just pass them without thinking about it. Oh. Should have known I was really risking it with the roll jump there. Ah. Okay, we gotta be almost to the end. This level feels like it's been going on a while. Also, I'm gonna take a moment to oh, crap. I don't want to miss those quills. Oh man, those are a good amount of quills up there. Oh well. We'll see if I make it through this part. Okay, good. I have another chance to get those quills. But anyway, I'm gonna take this moment to gush about another thing. These controls. Yooka feels so tight. It's hard to describe just from what you're seeing, just how good these controls feel. Like, I'm here doing these big roll jumps, like, that looks real risky. Yeah, but it just feels good to do it. Like, no. Whoops. Screwed up again. Oh well. Way to go, Sev. You're gushing about how good the controls feel, then you messed up while using the controls. Pitiful example. Your parental figures would be ashamed. Phew. Glad after that long level I got a clean run. Ah, there he is. There's the bee. And break these crates. And smash-a-rooney! Stingfano. Oh, 500 calls. This must have been a long one. Alright, I'm gonna end it there, folks. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and thank y'all for stopping by. Come by and see me sometime. So before we go, let's read this B. Has form handling the battalion, beer machine, and public image. Will Sarm's boy, Ropellant, is also the royal cartographer. A much valued producer of many honeypots. Crisby. Wait a minute. That's the name of a character in... That's the name of a bee character in Bug Fables. Crisby. That has to be a coincidence. But it's also a bee in Bug Fables, and his name is Crisby. No. It has to be a coincidence. If these two games are crossing over, then I won't be able to handle that. I refuse to even consider that option with any amount of sincerity. I better leave before I think about that any further. Anyway, bye-bye.